Nobody can steal my fire. Nobody can steal my Holding on my life till the very last breath. Got me feeling fucked up, seen the floors and red, but now I know that I'm safe in a place called home. Nobody can steal my fire. Nobody can steal my soul. Nobody can steal my soul. Nobody can steal my fire. Nobody can steal my soul. Nobody can steal my soul. Holding on my life till the very last breath. Got me feeling fucked up, seen the floors and red, but now I know that I'm safe in a place called home.
Test. Okay, there we go. What is up? Okay, hold on. Give me 1 second, because my mic was being difficult. What's a good stream without an audio hiccup, huh? Welcome back, everyone, to the 5fi-racing.com channel. That's 5, the number 5, fi-racing.com. Right now, we are in the beautiful website. If you'd like to join us, we're going to speed run this real quick. Click on SimGrid. Once you do that, why am I lost? It'll load up this page on SimGrid. Oh my, I need sleep. It's been a long day. Click on season 7. That's the season that we're in right now. You can hit register. We currently have 2 spots available in the gold and 3 in the silver. So if you'd like to join us, there are limited spots available. Up to it. Standings though. You got Albert Tranchese, the winner of last season and the season before that, and the winner of last week's race. Who is gonna knock him down? This is a real question. Like, is he just gonna win a season of 7? Is he just going to be the unofficial official 5FI champion for all eternity? He currently has 47 points. Joshua Worthy, though, has something to say about that. He has 39 points. He is very close to him. He's in P2. Sam Staples is in P3 with 32 points. And Albert Guinea also has 32 points. He's in P4. We have Kyle Hirsch, Daniel Hirsch, Zach Manriquez, and Ross O'Connor currently at 0 points. They're all tied. So 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th, respectively. As for the gold split, in the silvers, we have a huge laundry list that we are just going to cut short. Kyle Busch is in P1. I don't know if he should be a silver, but he's a silver driver. P1. He has 47 points. Douglas Furnish, newcomer, welcome. He's in P2, 39 points. Chris Unfair, P3, 30.5 points. Again, I don't know about that silver, mate. You a fast driver. You can't fool me. Edgar Herrera, P4, 27 points. Joey Johnston, 27 points as well. Jonathan Kelly, P6, 26.5. Randy Zimmer, 24 points, P7. Victor Sabo, 18 points, P8. Jeff Kelly is in P9 with 17 points. And Jacob Meyer, we're going to cut the list right here, P10, our top 10 right here, 15 points. Well, one more actually. Kevin Alexander is tied for Jacob Meyer, 15 points. So, good lists, good fights. What we love to see. If you give me a second, I will load up our race 1 recap. So there was a lot of action. Not necessarily in the beginning. Well, you'll see there, you have Albert Guinea trying to challenge Albert Tranchisi for P1. Albert forced to go a little bit wide, but still had a good exit. Albert Tranchisi had a good time being out in front because Gianna here and oh my god, why am I blanking out on names? I know this driver, the Bushmeister. What's his name? Kyle Busch. Holy crap. They were battling it out, so because they kept battling it out, trying to fight for P2, Tranchisi was able to run away. Oh no, Noodles on Twitch also says tonight's going to be a mess. Abso-frickin-lutely. Bathurst is going to claim a lot of victims. In lap 3, we had the battle between Kyle Busch and Albert Guiana. The cow went a little bit too wide, outbroke himself just a tad bit. Allowed Albert to get up ahead. The problem with this, though, that we will show right here, is a little bit of contact was made, and Guiana lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, almost 6 positions. He landed himself in P7 from that one little contact, one little mistake. The Bushmaster having a little bit of a mishap right there. Potentially missing his braking marker. Lap 3, same lap. We also had Kyle Busch and Douglas Furnish. I'm so bad with names right now. I'm so bad with names in general. they were going at it. Furnish managed to get up ahead. Lap 3 again. Jeff Kelly and Randy Zimmer. Albert Gienna there went wide, trying to avoid a hit. Zimmer potentially saw that and went a little bit wide himself, or maybe there was a little bit of contact, but Jeff Kelly seizing the opportunity to get up ahead, as well as Chris Unfair doing everything he can to take ample opportunity of this and stay up ahead. Lap 4, you had Randy Zimmer fighting against Chris Unfair. There's still, this is a continuation from the previous lap. They kept fighting it out. Chris Unfair on the inside, Randy on the outside. And Unfair manages to secure the position. Although he is now on the outside, he eventually ends up losing that position due to him being on the outside of that, unfortunately. Sam Staples, though, he puts on a clinic in turn 1 against Joey Johnston, and I'm just gonna spoil it, many others. Look at this move, hard on the brakes, just outbraking his competitors. Pedal to the metal. He is pushing on ahead. What a nice move. Very, very nice move. Chris Unfair fighting with Jeff Kelly. Unfair on the outside manages to overtake him, but due to this being multiple left-hand turns, he doesn't manage to hold on to the position. Eventually ends up falling back. Good move though, and good try. The switchback right here. These two and many others have been going back and forth, having battle basically. But you saw there, Chris Unfair was spun out. That was a mistake on his own. He just lost grip, unfortunately. Randy Zimmer, though, seizing the opportunity and getting in front of Jeff Kelly. And there is Sam Staples again, trying to pull moves out and take advantage of all the mayhem going into turn 3. Lap 7, Edgar Herrera and Chris Unfair battling it out. Edgar Herrera goes just a bit too wide, dips his tires in the gravel, and loses enough speed to give the position up to Unfair. Good move by Unfair, seizing the opportunity. Unfortunate for Herrera. Pushed a little bit too far. Joey Johnson and Sam Staples. Guess what? Turn 1. Sam Staples hard on the brakes once again, forcing his competitors to go slightly too wide. Brilliant driving by Sam Staples. Something that I potentially missed on stream quite a bit, but we're showcasing it live now. Very nice. Lap 8. Jonathan Kelly and Kyle Busch had a battle. I do not recall, and that's why I don't recall. There was a glitch in the recording, or actually in the whole live stream, where a racer was coming in and out of the lobby due to connection issues, so it messed with my recording software. So we're just gonna ignore that one. Lap 9 though, Edgar Herrera and Chris Unfair having another matchup here. I believe on this one, Herrera potentially thought Chris was gonna bump into him, so he went slightly wide to avoid any potential contact. Due to that, though, he ended up losing the position against Chris Unfair. A good awareness, unfortunately, just caused him to lose the position there. Kyle Busch and Douglas Furnish battling it out. Cowbush on the inside, Furnish on the outside. Cowbush able to stay ahead, but Furnish looking like he could have had the better exit there if he was just a tad bit more early on the throttle. Good move by Cowbush to secure that position. Lap 10, we had Jeff Kelly and Jacob Meyer battling it out. Jeff Kelly trying to climb back and get up ahead. If you see behind Jeff Kelly, there is Albert Gienna, who is pretty much tagging along, following Jeff Kelly, trying not to let him get away from his grasp. Overall, good move by Jeff Kelly, and even a better move by Jacob Meyer, just allowing the faster drivers to get by and not getting himself or them into any unfortunate situation. Same thing happens here. Jacob Meyer gives way. Gienna makes the move but almost loses it out, so that could have been dicey there. It still manages to stay ahead though. In lap 13, he's fighting against Victor Sabo. Meyer's right behind. This fight, Meyer probably was expecting and was happy that it happened, because this allowed him to get very, very close to Victor Sabo to attempt to challenge him for his position. He makes the move happen here, hard on the brakes. Early on the throttle, and away he goes. Lap 13, Jacob Meyer and Victor Sabo are gonna duke it out. Jacob Meyer very, very close, potentially trying to go for an overtaking opportunity, and he does. He's hard on the brakes, manages to outbrake Victor Sabo. Brilliant move by Jacob Meyer, or Myri. It's pronounced Myri, but I've been saying Meyer for so long that it's gonna be so hard to change that habit. Joey Johnston versus Chris Unfair. Unfair on the inside. Joey Johnston went a little bit too wide. This is going to allow Chris Unfair to easily secure that position. Unfortunate for Joey. With out driving a tad bit. All he really takes. Lap 19, Randy Zimmer and Victor Sabo. Randy gets a good run coming out of the final corner. Heads into turn 1. Pulls a Sam Staples. Outbreaking his competitor in turn 1. Good moves. We love to see it. Turn 1, a fairly difficult corner to get right, because well, I mean, almost in all turn 1s, if you get the braking marker wrong, you're just gonna eat the wall and spin out, or just cause all sorts of mayhem. Lap 21, our race winner. Not Myri, but Albert Tranchisi. Very nicely done. Pretty much one race one. Looked like he wasn't even breaking a sweat as he takes the long lap penalty. Nice. So, race 2. It was almost a repeat. At least the race start was almost a repeat, where we had Albert Gienna challenging Albert Tranchisi. This time though, Tranchisi gets away a lot faster, and Gienna is forced to fight against Cowbush. Overall though, everyone is doing a very nice job in this time around. Looking next to their competitor, and no one's letting anyone get away. It's just like scanning through the cameras for all the cars. quiet. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, but I still have a cough, believe it or not, and it's quite annoying. But you can have it. Lap 2, Sam Staples and Joey Johnston. Joey Johnston went a little bit too wide, and Sam Staples is going to seize the opportunity to try to get by him. The LFM BOP really limiting Mustang's potential. Makes the move happen though. Unfortunately for Johnston. Good move by Sam Staples there. Lap 3, we had Unfair and Johnston there. Unfair going to try to move towards the inside and makes the move happen, outbreaks competitor, and somehow manages to just make it stick. Unfair using those tires to the maximum potential, what we love to see here. Really a move by Unfair. In lap 4, we had Joshua Worley and Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch on the inside, Joshua Worley on the outside. Albert Guiana up ahead. Very good move on the outside. Joshua Worley manages to overtake Kyle Busch. So good move. Kyle trying to go on defense there. Didn't end up working out. Lap 6. And for Randy, Jonathan Kennedy tries to go what I believe was going to be on the defense. Doesn't end up working it. Chris Unfair with an insane lunge though. Manages to make it stick and forces Sam Staples to lose the position and stay behind. So really driving in that's through the corner. Chris Unfair and Jonathan Kelly in lap 6. Chris Unfair tries to go on the inside, does the same move again, outbreaks his competitor, manages to make it stick. How he has that amount of grip coming out of those fast corners. It looks like he's improved quite a lot. He has. I've noticed. 100%. In lap 9, we had Jeff Kelly fighting with Kevin Alexander. I'm pretty sure Kevin Alexander thought he was going to run into him, so he decided to go wide, or maybe there was contact there. Unfortunate for Kevin Alexander, he lost the position. Jeff Kelly manages to get that position. Not sure if there was contact to be there, to be honest. Lucky number 7 is Joey Johnson trying to overtake Jonathan Kelly. Will he be able to do it? He is on the inside. Both drivers are hard on the brakes. And contact is made. Not once, but twice. I don't know if the contact was justified in that sense, but rubbing is racing, and Jonathan Kelly for sure did not want to lose that position. Victor Sabo here trying to fight and defend his position against Jeff Kelly. Just can't do it off that corner. Or maybe he just allowed him to let him by what it actually looked like. But regardless, Jeff Kelly able to get by. Lap 12, we have Randy Zimmer, Chris Unfair. Chris, oh, so close. How was that not contact? Sam Staples is just right behind these two drivers, enjoying the show, trying to see where he can get his play in. Randy Zimmer on the outside, hard on the brakes. He almost manages to overtake Chris Unfair. A little bit of contact there. He is slightly ahead, and coming into the next series of corners, he does end up staying up ahead. Couple of corners ahead though, Randy Zimmer has a little bit of a slip up coming out of the final corner. And Chris Unfair seizes the opportunity to get right past him. Sam Staples trying to sneak by, hits that bump in nasty status, and ends up upsetting his car. He couldn't make the move happen along with Chris Unfair. Brilliant move like this, seizing the opportunity. The exact same lap, essentially. Well, the next lap. Lap 13. Chris Unfair has a little bit of a slip up there. Doesn't wipe out, but loses grip just enough to allow Randy Zimmer to reclaim the position. Sam Staples looking ever more frustrated, trying to get past or trying to fight and get past these two drivers. Ends up being on the inside and eventually passes Chris Unfair. Well, this is turn 1. Chris Unfair tried to make a Sam Staples type move. He ended up making a little bit of contact there. Potentially misses braking marker by just a tad bit, but gives up the position. Very good, what's the word? Competitiveness? Sportsmanship, that's the word I'm looking for. And that 15, Jonathan Kelly, though, trying to defend against Joey Johnson. Joey Johnson, though, has the speed to get by him into turn 1. He overdrives, though, and I don't know if this would be legal per se, but for sure he got a track cut warning off that. He ended up staying ahead. In lap 16, Chris Unfair and Sam Staples are duking it out. You saw in the beginning, Sam Staples is going a little bit off-road. This is going to allow Chris Unfair to try to fight for the position and get up ahead. And he manages to make his tires work overtime, make the move happen, and slow down Sam Staples so he cannot fight back. Brilliant move by Chris Unfair. Kevin Alexander in lap 16 fighting against Victor Sabo. Pretty much got by him pretty quickly coming up the last series of final corners. A good move by Kevin Alexander. Victor Sabo getting into a lot of battles, which is what we love to see. Shows improvement. Always fun. Jeff Kelly and Jonathan Kelly. Jonathan Kelly, went a little bit too wide and allows Jeff Kelly to get by him. It's a good move by Jeff Kelly. Lap 19, Victor Sabo and Kevin Alexander. Kevin Alexander has a big slip up, enough to lose the position to Victor Sabo. Victor Sabo seizing the opportunity to keep driving consistently and making moves happen in the long run. So good on him. Brilliant driving. Unfortunate for Alexander. Lap 21, a race winner. The one, the only, our season 6 and season 5 champion. 2 seasons in a row. Albert Tranquilli, is anyone going to stop this man? Don't make me join this lobby and try to shut him down, because I will not put up a fight. He is gonna blow by me. As he does celebratory demos. If you give me a moment, we will. Head over to qualifying. just noticed the Spotify might have been way too loud, so I apologize for that. Well, right now we are in qualifying. I'm going to pull up everyone's personal best so you can see what everyone is actually running. Ross O'Connor is actually in P1 with a 201.177. Tranchisi right behind him with a 01.982. So very, very, very close. Kyle Busch in the pits, but also very close at P3 with a 202.557. Worley doing everything he can to get up there. The 202.700. I am more or less curious at what lap time Sam Staples is gonna pull out. Correct me if I'm wrong. I do believe that this is one of his, if not his track. He goes fast. Now we're currently viewing Alexander Sabo as he goes up the mountain. Gonna leave you guys here for a bit. Turn up the car audio and leave you to enjoy some beautiful tunes and some beautiful tunes coming from the cars while I quickly fix an issue on the back end that I noticed. Give me like 1 minute. I don't know if I should be spoiling any new liveries. I downloaded a ton of liveries now. This is a Jonathan Kelly that we're spectating. I won't spoil who's up ahead, but that's also a new livery. Behind them is Albert Guiana though. Guiana currently sitting in P9 with a 203.637. There's gonna be a bunch of yellow flags and stuff in qualifying because drivers are going to be pushing to their absolute limit to try to get the fastest time possible and start the race in a optimal position. We will switch over to, well, we were going to switch over to Justin Fry, but he had a little bit of a mistake there. Alexander Sabo though is 1 second above his personal best. If he keeps this up, this will probably land him in P8. Potentially P7, P9 he lands himself in. So close to P8. The difference between him and P8 is, what is this? 13 hundredths of a second. Pretty damn close. I see a new name on the grid. We're gonna quickly zoom by, check him out. Welcome, Darren Montes. Driving the Mustang. There are no crowds, luckily. Well, there are crowds, but they're behind a very, very strong wall. So no Mustang type activities will be happening today. Nonetheless, though, welcome to Bathurst. So welcome to the server, to 5FIR, as he drives into the pits. Most of our drivers are currently in the pits. A few of our drivers are finishing up qualifying. Qualifying is actually over, so pointless to start a new lap. It won't count. Zach is going to be not improving on his time, it looks like. Going to remain in P5. Next driver to finish will be Kevin Alexander as he comes down the mountain, heading down the back straight. Conrad Straight, I believe. Where is my track map? I need to... It was a Conrad Straight. He's 0.3 seconds above his pace. I probably should have kept my mouth shut because now he stayed the same qualifying. Oh, well. Today we are in Bathurst. Give me one moment. Bathurst is 3.86 miles long or 6.21 kilometers long. If you were to walk a trail around Bathurst, there is an actual trail that you can walk around. It would, well, like a hiking trail. It would take you approximately 1 hour and 44 minutes to walk it. Believe it or not. Well, the average person will take that long. If you run it or bike it, it's going to be a lot faster, though. Anyway, there are 23 corners. The preferred setup would be medium downforce with medium suspension. This doesn't necessarily mean that this is the optimal setup for every single car, every single driver. Nonetheless, though, that is what would potentially be most preferred around here. The key action areas will be T1, T2, turn 18, turn 20, turn 21, and turn 23. So that is Hell Corner, the Quarry, the Dipper, the corners labeled the Chase, and Murray's Corner. And again, if you're just joined us, we are in Bathurst today. It's going to be a wild event today, because Bathurst likes to claim victims. as we hop back on track and get a preview of everybody while they all edit their cars. It actually looks quite funny seeing the cars just plop up onto the screen like this as they edit their cars. Anyways, P1, we have Ross O'Connor. Will he be the one to finally end Franchise's winning streak and series a win? We'll only find out. Albert Franchise, our champion. He's in P2. Kyle Busch in a new livery. He's in P3. Joshua Worley, also a new livery. New car. P4. Zach Manriquez, P5. Greg Landry, P6. Chris Unfair, new livery. There you go. P7. Jonathan Kelly, new car, new livery. P8. Alexander Sabo, P9. Dare I say potentially new livery or updated livery? Not too sure. Albert Gienna, P10. Brad Tarno, P11. Edgar Herrera, P12. Douglas Furnish, P13. Darren Montes, P14. Welcome. Kevin Alexander, P15. Victor Sabo, P16. Justin Fry, P17. And Sam Staples. Why is he starting in the back? Who knows? The green light is out. P18. As it looks like everyone is clearing turn one nicely and safely, so that's a nice change of pace. No, what happened to? Whoa! Where did he go? Oh, he had to go to the pits. What was that? It looked like he just clipped the grass just a tad bit and it ended up massively wiping out. Oh my, was that Greg Landry? No, that wasn't. One of our other drivers had a big issue. That was Kevin Alexander. This car is potentially damaged quite a bit. Oh, the mountain already claiming victims. We already got our champion down. And Alexander took a big hit going up the mountain. Unfortunate for both these drivers. Give me one more minute. I just want to verify that we are getting all the car noise and none of the born filters as Ross O'Connor sets a new fast lap at 2:10. 0.045. What a move by Kevin Alexander going around Justin Fry. We just happened to miss that. We're gonna jump from him and check out Zach Manriquez. Where is he? There he is. As he's extremely close to... who is that? Kyle Busch. All these new cars and liveries are throwing me off. I gotta match the drivers to their cars now. They're going up the mountain, heading into the cutting. Starting the beginning of the uphill section. Oh, Zach Manriquez rubbing the wall. Oh my, how close was that? Victor Sabo also getting extremely close to Justin Fry. He's starting to go up the mountain. We're gonna stick with these two as they are fighting for P3. There is an LFM BOP, so the Audi no longer has that oomph to get away from the Porsche. It is on a level or even playing field. As Zach uses the slipstream to his advantage, he's trying to get up ahead. Trying to claim the inside for this following corner. Not able to do it. He is putting an insane amount of pressure on Kyle Busch, however, though, so it'll be interesting to see how that pressure mounts up and if he can ignore that. Greg Landry is putting an insane amount of pressure on Alexander Sabo. And you get them very, very close. Tranchizi's still in the pits. He might end up, dare I say, sitting this one out. It is a dual sprint race, so I don't think you should sit it out because you can still get points. You know, it's still early in the race. The mountain will claim more victims, potentially. Again, getting very close to Greg Landry. As we are going to stick and next to these two, they are point. As did Zach just touch the wall. He did, as he lost his pacing ever so slightly. He was 2/10 behind Kyle Busch going up to the mountain. Now he's 4/10, so he didn't lose too much as Kyle Busch wrecks insanely in front of our eyes. No, with the Bushmaster. As he's losing positions left and right, his car is damaged. Unfortunate. He's gonna drive to the pits though. Ain't no teleporting today. That's for wussies. That's what he would say. Gienna though is so close, pretty much breathing on Greg Landry. As they're heading into the chase. Corners 20 to 22. Followed by the final corner, Murray corner. Sam Staples, we're going to be jumping to him, and he's also having a fight with, there we go. Cameraman is having a little field day here. Having a fight with Edgar Herrera. There is traffic here. Victor Sabo is in the front, trying to pass Justin Fry, and he does manage to secure the position. Right behind him, Chris Unfair, seizing the opportunity to try to get alongside him, decides against it. Oh, he does end up making contact with Justin Fry, though, I believe, and unfortunate there. Justin Fry lost that position. Chris Unfair getting slightly damaged. Edgar Herrera not caring and using the opportunity to blow by them, and oh my. And have contact with three of our drivers there, unfortunately. We're gonna let these two settle their differences as we just jump into the hot seat with Justin Fry, who is trying to chase down Sam Staples, heading up the mountain. Brad Tarno right behind Chris Unfair, who is getting very, very close. Justin Fry touching the wall. Sam Staples wrecking right in front of him and tries to avoid him, and oh my, unfortunately can't seem to. What is going on? Everyone having a wreck fest today. Oh, how bad is the damage for Sam? It's bad. How bad is the damage for all our drivers? Victor is pretty bad. Justin Fry, equally as bad. What happened to him? He managed to rack in the S's. That's our skyline coming down the mountain. We're gonna jump to Chris Unfair here. Here we go. As oh my. He's for sure going to be pitting. Or I at least would. Sam Staples deciding against it, and he stays out. Damage might not be severe enough to warrant a pit there. Interesting. Maybe he figures that it's not worth pitting since we only have 20 minutes left. I'm not sure if that's so wide, as the mountain will claim of more victims, as Zach Manriquez is the next victim here, losing 3 positions and going to be more 4 positions. Potentially not drivable. Unfortunate. Everyone pushing to the absolute limit, which is what I love to see. What I don't love to see is wrecks, but you, my viewers, I'm on your side. For this one brief moment, I bet you guys want to see more wrecks. Potentially pile up. Hopefully not in lap 1, because then we would have to a red flag. Anyway, Greg Landry is in P4, trying to push up to Alexander Savo in P3. Trying to put a little bit of pressure and trip him up a little bit. Sam Staples getting very, very close to Jonathan Kelly. We're gonna go to both these drivers. Both drivers are actually pretty damaged. So 3 drivers. Brad Tardo also damaged. This is a battle for P10. Sam Staples doing a great job of keeping control of the Mustang and putting an insane amount of pressure on Jonathan Kelly here. So we'll jump from these two and check out Kevin Alexander, sorry. Who almost made a move on Darren Montes here. Jonathan Kelly, what is our cameraman doing is making a moves and defending against an onslaught from 2 of these drivers, from Brad and Sam. We have a yellow flag on Joshua Worley. We're gonna quickly check him out, see what exactly happened. Oh, he is stopped in a precarious spot. He is on Skyline. He needs to get out of the way immediately, if possible. He has drivers coming up behind him as he wrecks again. Oh, in a horrible spot. This is a blind corner for the fellow drivers who are going to be coming down the mountain. He wisely moved himself out of the way. Potentially in the apex now. Oh no. Yeah, I was gonna call it and say this might be a time to just get out of Dodge and not cause any more damage to yourself or the other drivers. As I take a little bit of a water break to clear my throat. You know what I need? I need a death timer or a death counter over here for Bathurst. How many victims are claimed? We have to have at least 7 now. But Darren Montes was the next one on the list. He had a yellow flag. Now he's sitting in the pits, unfortunately. Must have been a really nasty wreck there. We unfortunately missed out on. Sam Staples, though, is trying to make moves on Jonathan Kelly. Jonathan Kelly going hard defensively. Pretty much parking it on the apex and preventing Sam to get around him. Brilliant move by Jonathan Kelly. Sam Staples is probably going to be pissed and livid about this. as he loses control. He was so close to wrecking there, starting the uphill section of the mountain. Thank goodness he did not. He is 8/10 behind Jonathan Kelly. Did Jonathan Kelly just rub the wall a little bit? Not quite sure, but Ross O'Connor, he is in P1. He is not driving as clean as we think, or as we thought. He does have a little bit of damage. Alexander Sabo is going to be contending against Greg Landry. He's going to have to defend Albert Gienna. He's in P4, and Douglas Furnish is in P5. Furnish quite a ways away, 11 seconds. So the battle for P2 is on. The battle for P8 is on. And the rest are either having cold brown incidents and changing their underwear in the pits, or repairing their vehicles. That's where we're gonna jump from these two and check out Sam Staples, who is getting insanely close to Jonathan Kelly once again as they come out of Hell Corner into the mountain straight, going to head into turn 2, the quarry. I don't believe an overtaking opportunity is gonna go there, as Jonathan Kelly decides to go offensive and not defensive to take the best possible line. Now switches defensively. And more or less doesn't really need to do much going up the mountain, as you can't really defend unless the competitor behind you is extremely ballsy, as Sam Staples is looking to get around Kelly as fast as possible. Getting a little squirrely there. As they finish Skyline, start heading into the S's. And so far, so good. They clear the Dipper, they clear the Forest Elbow. Nice driving by these two drivers. I don't think Sam will have the to... I lie. Sam will have the and have to drive to get close to making a move happen here in the chase. Jonathan Kelly defending like an absolute pro, parking it there, preventing Sam to get around him. This has got to be frustrating for Sam, 100%. As he's unable to get around him, and all this fighting is allowing our fellow driver here, Brad Tarno, to just get away. As you'll see in the background, those who keep fighting it out, keep duking it out, and Brad just keeps on chugging. He just keeps on moving. Sam tries to make another move happen on the outside for the quarry. Good defense by Jonathan Kelly. Sam Staples starting to get annoyed and starting to flash Jonathan Kelly. trying to distract him to get around him. Also, we'll check out Sam Staples' POV as he goes up the mountain. Seems to have an overall better and faster pace at the current moment, at least going up the mountain. Oh my god, the streamer's curse is live. I need to just zip it and keep him out shut. Because he is proving me wrong. As I was saying, these two are duking it out. The battle for P2 is not necessarily happening anymore since Alexander Sabo is 21 seconds ahead. The battle for P3 though is going to be happening very soon as Albert Guiana is getting very, very close to Greg Landry. Currently a second and a half behind, roughly. Sam Staples though, he is not a second and a half behind. He is 1/10 behind Jonathan Kelly and potentially making the overtake happen here. No, it's going to be a drag race down to the quarry, down the mountain straight. These two go. It's a battle who has less arrow damage at this point, or who has less drag to be able to make the move happen. Sam Staples almost makes the move happen, almost slips up because of it. What fantastic driving by Jonathan Kelly. Not letting any intimidation tactics by Sam Staples flip him up one bit. Sam instead is starting to falter. It looks like consistency is going down a tad bit as he continues to push as much as possible to try to get Jonathan Kelly to slip up. We have 9 minutes left in the race. Roughly 4 or 5 more laps. Will Jonathan Kelly be able to hold up Sam? As they are down the Conrad Straight, Sam once again alongside him. This time was able to creep up in front. And this time though, Jonathan Kelly not able to block him from a switchback or make him park it in the corner. Both these drivers side by side hanging into Murray Corner, the final corner. Jonathan Kelly tried to park it in the corner. He couldn't do it. Sam able to see it coming. Gets it right by him. What great and fantastic driving by both these two. That shark looks angry, Sam. You better start running. That's coming for you as he drives all around trying to shake the slipstream off. We have a yellow flag for Darren Montes. Turned into a white flag. As we go back to Jonathan Kelly and Sam Staples, the fight between these two. Sam is ever so slowly pulling away. It looks like Jonathan Kelly was skating on thin ice there. If Sam Staples is able to keep his composure and not overdrive, it looks like he will be able to secure P8. I don't think he has enough time to catch up to Brad Tarno. Currently 5 seconds ahead of Sam Staples is 5 seconds ahead. 5 seconds behind Brad Tarno, excuse me. And nonetheless, the race isn't over. The mountain is still hungry. Albert Tranchisi is popping up behind these two. His car is all repaired. He's on the grid. He's running an insanely fast laps. He's running a 202.330, so should easily get around the drivers ahead of him, who have slightly slower paces compared to his. Nonetheless, we're going to jump to Greg Landry, who is very, very close to Alexander Sabo. I remember I said he was 21 seconds behind him, but I was mistaken. Alexander Sabo is 26 seconds behind Ross O'Connor, our current race leader, who also has the best lap at a 201.815. Very quick lap. And nonetheless, though, the battle for P2 is on. Alexander Sabo is going to have to defend against Greg Landry, an experienced veteran here at 5FIR. They're going up the mountain straight into the quarry. Only time will tell as to when Greg is going to make a move. In terms of overall pace, Greg is slightly faster compared to Alexander Sabo. Greg's personal best is a 203.867 versus Alexander Sabo's personal best is a 204.230. As they clear skyline and start heading down the mountain into the SS. Greg Landry having a little slide there, but looking very smooth, or very, very excuse me, what's the word I'm looking for? Cruising down the mountain. Putting just enough pressure to stay right behind him. And then taking the pressure off him in their turn to not make any mistakes going down the mountain. Because if any moves are going to be made, it's going to be here in the chase or in Murray's corner, the final corner coming up. Anywhere out of the mountain, a move is going to be made. We're going to let this battle simmer. We're gonna keep the pot boiling as we check out Brad Tarno, who is 4/10 behind Kevin Alexander. Oh my! That was Joshua Worley. Probably went wide to avoid a collision against with Brad Tarno. So good sportsmanship on him. Hopefully he doesn't have, and it doesn't appear that he has too much damage because of that. Probably was able to slow down enough. Nonetheless, though, Albert Tranchisi is getting through these drivers as He has to get by Brad, who is also going to be battling Kevin Alexander. Kyle Busch having a yellow flag under his name. Oh no, what happened? He had an issue going up the mountain. We have a white flag for Zach Manriquez. Got cleared. He's pretty heavily damaged. We're gonna jump from him and continue the fight with Kevin Alexander, Brad Tarnow. Oh, Brad actually was able to get by Kevin Alexander. We missed an overtake. Or I wasn't paying enough attention to notice. Kevin Alexander looks to have gone wide. Oh no, and Franchizi caught in that. I've been stuck in a precarious spot. Not necessarily a dangerous area. It's more or less tucked out of the way. It looks like Albert managed to get away pretty much unscathed. He has a little bit of a tad bit of bodywork damage, but none you can actually visually see. So that's good to know. Let's see. He almost wipes it there. Oh my! Don't worry, dude. It's just a warm up. Just a warm up race. As the race timer hits 0, this is the final lap. Who was that getting into contact? Was that Worley? No, that wasn't Worley. That was somebody else. Ross O'Connor already flashing his lights. He knows he has this in the bag. Clearing the corner to be able to chase with ease. Going to be clearing the Murray's corner with ease. Our race 1 winner to be, ladies and gentlemen. Can declare, yeah, he has not crossed yet. Our race 1 winner, Ross O'Connor. Congratulations. 10 out of 10 driving right there. As we check out Greg Landry, who has to make moves happen. This is the last lap. He doesn't have the speed or the closing the gap to make moves happen. Our P2 finisher, Alexander Sabo. P3, Greg Landry. Very nicely done. P4, Albert Guiana, as Kyle Busch has another yellow flag. Very nicely done, Albert. Douglas Furnish, if the camera would go, there we go, would go to him. Finishes in P5. We have other drivers finishing already. Edgar Herrera, Chris Unfair, P10, P11. Sam Staples is potentially could make a move happen here. He's trying to distract Brad, flashing him there. Doesn't get the better of him though. Brad Tarnow finishing P6. Sam Staples finishing P7. Jonathan Kelly finishing P8. Has a white flag. Must be slowing down quite a bit. Kevin Alexander right behind him. Going to be finishing Jonathan Kelly P8, Kevin Alexander P9. So that was race 1. We do have another dual sprint coming up very, very soon. New to the season is we don't have a second qualifying. So you have one qualifying, the qualifying in the beginning. So you have to give it your all and try to make the best. Try to qualify in the best position you absolutely can, because this is going to carry into race 2. So hopefully our drivers are what's the word? Have all the pre-race jitters gone. Have all the goosebumps are away. They are settled into their cars, into their seats. They are fully warmed up for race 2. Or so I hope. A little bit of a track animation for you guys. We're in Mount Panorama. If you didn't know, this is where we are at. 23 corners overall. Hill corner is the first corner, the mountain straight followed by the quarry bend, the cutting, and Solomon Park. Then you have Skyline. I don't consider that the dipper, I consider those the S's. The dipper is where the elbow is, and the elbow is just a tad bit further down there. Nonetheless, you have the Chase and Murray's corner. 23 corners overall in this track, 3.86 miles, 6.21 kilometers. The most deadly section of this race is all of the mountain. And the quickest of drone track walks. I really need to film this again because this is absolute. What? Wait. For whatever reason, this looks so off to me. Like my drone was flying crooked. Okay, we're just gonna ignore that because that's kind of weirding me out. Anyways, how did you guys enjoy race 1? If you're still here, chat away. I'm reading the chat logs. I can interact. Or not. It's okay. I like talking. I can talk to myself. You just have to listen to my annoying voice or beautiful voice, depending on if you think my voice is angelic or not. Ross O'Connor, though, putting on a clinic. It would have been interesting to see how Albert Trinchisi would have responded if he didn't have that lap 1 incident. That was so unexpected, so weird. It just touched the grass, just so ever so slightly in a straight line too, and he just completely wiped out. Luckily didn't take anyone else from the grid with him, but still very, very unfortunate. Some unexpected winners who are pole finishers would be Alexander Sabo, Greg Landry, and Gianna finishing in P4, and one of our newcomers, Burnish, P5. That is unexpected, but very much welcomed. We'd love to see it. The consistency is what you need in Mount Panorama. The less you crash, the better you'll finish. We're still waiting for our drivers to line up, get ready for the race. We have a long cooldown period between races. I guess to man, words today are hard. What is the word I'm looking for? Decompress. De-stress. The word I'm looking for is when you are, I guess you were in an incident and then you need to talk to like an incident commander and give your updates or or your rolls, or there's a word for it, and I know it. I'm having a huge brain fart, and I'm gonna say it in the middle of the race, and you guys are just gonna freak out and be like, "What are you talking about?" Anyway. So my ordering for who's in pole position and P2, P3 and all that is way off, because it's putting excuse me, Jonathan Kelly in the Ferrari. Anyway, we're gonna order it the way I see it. Ross O'Connor is in P1, Albert P2, Kyle Busch P3, Joshua Worley flashing his lights in P4, Zach Manriquez P5, Greg Landry P6, Chris Unfair P7, Alexander Sabo P8, Albert Yenna P10, P9, P10. Where is P8? Jonathan Kelly, you're ruining the order. He's in P8. Where are we? 11 is Brad Tarno. Douglas, 12. Furnish, 12. Montes, 13. Where is my 14? Kevin Alexander, 14. Victor Sabo, 15. Justin Fry, 16. Sam Staples, 17. Edgar Herrera, 18. Green light is up. Once again, Albert Tranchese almost wipes out lap 1. There's some bad juju going on right now. Where is Tranchese? We need to snap my camera on him. So far, everyone is clearing the mountain relatively nicely. No issues as of yet. Everyone is still too close to be able to label any exciting battles. Positions could be swapped left and right, for all we know, in the blink of an eye. But nonetheless, though, up the mountain we are good. The rest of our drivers up the mountain seem to be going fine. Heading down the mountain into the S's, we are also fine. Everyone is clearing the forest elbow, the dipper and the forest elbow. So far, race 2 is way better. We have a couple of potential contacts made. Oh. One victim. Oh no, Justin Fry. Oh, bad, it's damage. Might be pit worthy. Might not. Joshua Worley though, he's making moves on Kyle Busch. Greg Landry is trying to make moves on Zach Manriquez. Douglas Furnish making moves on Darren Montes. Montes goes too wide. Furnish seizing the opportunity and gets right by him. Great driving. Victor Sabo also doing a similar thing. Hard on the brakes. Putting on the moves on Montes. Sam Staples trying to get by him. Creeping on by. It's on the outside. Sam looks like he's jittery and ready to go. As well, jump through the grid and check out how everyone else is doing as they go up and down the mountain. Snapping onto Joshua Worley, who is insanely close to Kyle Busch here. Heading down the mountain. Kyle Busch, an overall quick driver. Unfortunately, though, not as consistent as he wants to be. Especially in the mountain. He had a couple of huge wrecks last race. Race 1. We're gonna switch between these two and check out Sam Staples if the camera can go to him. There we go. Sam Staples able to make the move happen or the overtake happen on Victor Sabo. Down the Conrad straight. Very nicely done. He's going to try to catch up to their Montez. Victor's going to have to try to defend. Oh no! Against our drivers as who is that? Kevin Alexander has a big wall hit. Edgar Herrera right behind them, potentially going to seize the opportunity. Kyle Busch is still having a difficult time as Zach Manriquez is going to get right by him. Oh, come on, camera. There we go, cameraman. Joshua Worley manages to get by both drivers. Albert Tranchisi also manages to get by. Where did he come from? He's not too far off. Ross O'Connor. Their paces are very, very similar. Very, very close. Ross O'Connor currently has the best lap of a 202.320. Albert Tranchisi had a 202.567. So 2/10 off. Roughly 2/10 off. No way. Wow. Mountain is hungry. Mount Panorama claiming more victims. Darren, though, very, very close to... Who is it? To Sam Staples. Albert Gianna, very, very close to... Jonathan Kelly, sorry, excuse me. He makes the overtake happen and sticks it. Very nicely done. Jonathan Kelly is going to have to defend against Chris Unfair, who is very, very hungry. Wants that P8 spot to climb up the ranks. Big Flash just got here. Who was top 5? Last race, top 5. Ross O'Connor. Who was it? Douglas Furnish was the 5th one. He was P5, I believe. Ross O'Connor was P1. While we do this, I'm gonna leave you guys to check out these views or these battles between the battle for P8 and the battle for P10. Currently, we're watching the battle for P10 between Sam Staples and Douglas Furnish. I can't remember who off the top of my head was the winner for race 1. I know Ross O'Connor won for sure, and I do believe that Douglas Furnish was P5. I could be wrong though. Kyle Busch having another nasty slide. He's going to hate me after the comments that I tell him on stream. You already wrecked once. How bad is the damage now? It's the real question. It's... Well, I was gonna say drivable, but he is going off-road. Sam Staples, though, is heavily fighting with Douglas Furnish. Brad Tarno is also fighting with Alexander Sabo. Plenty of battles in race 2. Victor Sabo is going to be trying to potentially get around Kyle Busch in the very near future. But we're going to be jumping between these two. Chris Unfair, there's a conga line here. He's trying to make moves happen and get around Jonathan Kelly. It's ahead into the quarry. Sam Staples and Douglas Furnish also ahead, trying to... We're already in the quarry. To be heading into the cutting. Victor Sabo pushing up against Kyle Busch, entering the quarry. Plenty of battles to go around, and not enough cameras to highlight them all. Brad Tarno, though, is looking like he's going to want to make moves on Alexander Sabo. He has the pace. He has the drive. Does he have the curse, though? Right behind him is Albert Gienna, who also has a very good pace. As Alexander Sabo goes a little bit wide, Albert Gienna going to try to seize the opportunity to get by as well. A good move by Brad Tarno to stay clean and stay on the inside. Oh, Busch, no. Ended up in the pits. We're gonna stick with these two as Alexander Sabo is going on the defense, hits the bumps a little bit nasty, got pushed just a tad bit, squeezed out to the back. As him and Jonathan Kelly have a bunch of slides. Jonathan Kelly doing his absolute best to get out of dodge and not get hit. We're gonna jump through the grid. Plenty of battles. Well, good to know that Chris Unfair managed to claim P8 after Jonathan Kelly's slip up. I don't know if that was caused through a bump or if he just actually oversteered and lost control of the rear. Nonetheless, though, it's Chris Unfair here. He has the pace compared to Sam Staples. And all the way up to Brad Tarno. They're all very, very consistent paces, so I expect some battles in the near future. Gienna's already trying to get himself involved into a battle with Brad. As Brad is driving very, very cleanly, not allowing Gienna to get any of his slipstream, keeping the distance. There we go. Alexander Sabo, though, is almost overtaking Douglas Furnish. He did manage to complete the overtake. Will he be able to hold on, though? Hard on the brakes, both these drivers are. It looks like he will complete this corner, the chase. Hold on to that position. Very nicely done. Greg Landry is going to be trying to do the same thing. There we go. Hard on the brakes. Both drivers entering the corners late with the chase. Very nicely done as well. Heading over to P1, we're gonna check him out. Albert Tranquisi's still on the outskirts, just within striking distance. You can just see him crawling or popping out of view right there. Ross O'Connor, ever so slowly, pulling away just slightly. Albert Tranquisi doing everything he can to not allow that to happen, to climb back and make the fight for P1 happen. Only time will tell to see which one of these two drivers who will make a mistake first. As we'll let the potential battle simmer between these two. Albert Tranquisi is definitely within striking distance. Ross O'Connor, he's keeping Ross O'Connor honest, keeping him on his toes. He can't make too many mistakes, or Albert Tranquisi will be able to catch up and pounce and claim the P1 spot. And passing overall is very, very difficult here in Bathurst. So for sure, Ross O'Connor will not want that to happen. It's good to say, or good to note though, that many of our drivers are driving a lot cleaner, are driving better, safer, faster. Race 1 was getting all the jitters out of the way. As we're halfway through the race, we have 15 minutes left. Still anyone's game. The whole grid could be shaken up. P10 could jump to P1. P1 could jump to P16. We do not know in the mountain. Currently we're watching Gianna try to get close to Brad, and Sam Staples try to get close to Gianna, and he's doing a really fantastic job actually closing the distance by a good margin up the mountain. They start heading down the mountain into the S's. Chris Unfair not too far apart. No, Chris Unfair. He's in a dangerous spot, actually, in the apex of the S's. How unfortunate. Not sure how that happened or why he lost control. Might have just gone in a little bit too deep, coming out of Skyline. What tends to happen to many drivers. Sam Staples tries to make a lunge happen, or tries to make a fake lunge there to spook Gianna. Gianna, though, like a rock, not moving, holding his line. Not intimidated one bit, or at least appearing to not be intimidated. Those drivers, though, having a little bit of a slip up there. Brad Tarno is going to have his work cut out. But he has two hungry guys wanting his position. Luckily for him, though, if they keep fighting, this is going to allow Brad to just get away as Gianna goes way too wide. Sam Staples able to overtake in the quarry as they're now heading into the cutting and going up the mountain. Gianna losing a bit of steam there, having potential tire degradation issues here. Touch the grass there. He's losing a huge amount of momentum going up the mountain. This lap is not his absolute best. Hopefully, though, he can make up for it and catch up to Sam and Brad. Sam, though, made a substantial amount of headway. Actually caught up to Brad and then some. Oh, there's two other battles between Kevin Alexander and Darren. We're gonna stick with these two and see what exactly happens. Sam Staples able to get by. Looks like he's just walking Brad Tarno. Well, had a really good exit coming out of that corner. We're gonna jump from these two and check out Jonathan Kelly. Who is still relatively close. Chris Unfair is having to defend. Still staying in the fight. He must not have as much damage as I thought. Which is very, very good. The less damage that you have in Bathurst, the more you can stay inside or stay in the race and get points. Kiana has a yellow flag. Coming out of Hell Corner in turn 1. Not sure how that happened. I'll look into it in the race recap 100%. Going back to Jonathan Kelly though, and Alexander Sabo. We're gonna let this battle simmer and give these two the spotlight. Alexander Sabo, Kevin Alexander, excuse me, is defending against, or is fighting against Darren Montes. Both drivers have contact? Just go wide. Unfortunate though, because Darren's took a little bit of damage there. As well as Kevin Alexander. That was so weird. I moved my eyes from one screen to the next, and I missed the key action to allow that moment to happen. Hopefully you guys seen it live and fill me in the comments, or I'll definitely pull it up in the race recap. Regardless though, Chris Unfair is going wide. Thought he was just gonna let these two pass. Still staying up in front. Victor Savo, and oh my, what is this cluster of drivers? Brad Tarno had the yellow flag, a lot of white flags going out, contact being made. Brad went off in the chase. Gonna go back to Savo. And Unfair. And Kelly. Jonathan Kelly. Greg Landry is trying to make moves on Darren Montes. He's trying to creeping on the inside. Darren forced to take a wider line as Greg was just inside. A very good track awareness by Montes. He's still out in front though. Greg Landry. That arrow damage is really affecting him. But Darren Montes is just out driving just a tad bit too much. Goes wide. Greg Landry able to seize the opportunity to get right by him. Sam Staples has a yellow flag. I had a yellow flag. Has damage. Oof. Luckily though, it looked like it wasn't enough to warrant a pit. Justin Fry had a yellow flag though. Where is he at in the track? He's in the chase. The semi-final corners. He's trying to get back on track. Might be a potential pit entry It's looking like he's having trouble controlling the car, to be honest. Yeah, this might be a drive to the pit stop situation. He's very nearby, so if he can manage, he can do it. I'm gonna jump back to Darren Montez and see if he's gonna give Greg Landry a run for his money. Edgar Herrera could also give a run for his money to Darren Montez here. In fact, Jonathan Kelly could give a run for his money. A run for his money on Kevin Alexander. They are extremely close in terms of the track. My God, how close is he? He is so close to Kevin Alexander here. He stepped back though. I don't know if that was intentional or if that was on purpose. He is closing the gap by a lot though. My goodness, he just closes that gap. Brad and Alexander potentially got into a contact. Alexander Sabo, not Kevin Alexander. Not sure if there was contact though, but they had 2 yellow flags, 2 white flags going up on that. Edgar Herrera though, trying to make headway on Darren Montez. He's roughly 1.5 seconds behind. He has the pace. He could catch up. At this point, it's just putting your head down and making the magic happen. He has him by pace by a substantial amount, judging by the overall best. So the battle for P11 will be happening. Jonathan Kelly, though, the battle for P13 is on. He really wants to get by Kevin Alexander. It's looking like Jonathan Kelly is on a different map though, because he isn't gaining as much speed as I would anticipate, or much headway. Judging by overall fastest lap time, Kevin Alexander is at a 2:06 versus Jonathan Kelly at a 2:03. So quite unusual, like he's not able to get by him. Not to say that Kevin Alexander is putting the absolute defensive clinic and not allowing him to pass. Victor Sabo seizing the opportunity to get close and make this a 3-way battle. As Edgar Herrera and Alexander Sabo have battles of their own up in the front. But the Furnish has a white flag. Slowed down quite a bit. And might I say, black on this car looks absolutely stunning. Well, not with damage, of course, but if you avoid the damage, it looks very, very nice. My goodness, is this the move? Is this where the move is going to happen? Jonathan Kelly is on the outside, heading out of the cutting. Sorry, not the cutting, the dipper. Contact was made, but he is still out in front. He doesn't have the pace. In fact, Victor Sabo is going to almost overtake Jonathan Kelly. I really, really do think that Jonathan Kelly is on a different map right now. He is probably running low on fuel. Maybe forgot to refuel. He's doing an absolutely stunning job, though, keeping the momentum up and putting the pressure on Kevin Alexander and preventing Victor Sabo from... Oh my! How close was that? Preventing Victor Sabo from overtaking another overtaking opportunity. Just completely stalled. Kevin Alexander is just past the horsepower to stay ahead. Jonathan Kelly doing everything he can to try to get around, and he does get around. Nice move. Well, a nice move in a very difficult section of the, or starting to get difficult section of the mountain. Ricciana and Douglas Furnish made contact. Furnish teleported. Kiana still on the field. Luckily, he's not. Well, he was in a bad spot. Now he is. Oh, he just the L2 drivers are forced to squeeze into one. That was Chris Unfair managed to stay up ahead. That was too bad of a spot. It's understandable why you would teleport. Unfortunate though, super unfortunate. You were doing really, really good. And nonetheless, this is our final lap. We are going to be checking out Ross O'Connor, who is still in a P1. Albert Tranchisi in P2. Now further ahead, or further behind, sorry. Roughly 8 seconds behind Ross O'Connor. Very good driving by both drivers, by both these two fine gentlemen here. Ross O'Connor not having any damage with what it looks like, so we'd love to see it. A perfect race in Bathurst, and you win? Who would have thunk it? You would at least expect some sort of damage to happen. Nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, our race 2 winner, Ross O'Connor. Albert Tranchisi is our race 2 pole finisher, second place, P2. Put up a brilliant fight, or tried to put up a really good fight. At least kept the Ross O'Connor as honest as possible. Joshua Worley finished in P3. Fantastic race right there. Zach Manriquez is looking to defend against Sam Staples, who is hungry. Sam Staples trying to go on the outside, making a switchback happen, and he doesn't have the speed or the oomph to happen. Zach Manriquez, P4. Sam Staples, P5. Brad Tarno looking to claim P6, barring any other mistakes. Touches the grass just a little bit there as has a white flag waved on him. With a yellow flag or white flag on Kevin Alexander now. Nonetheless, Brad Tarno, P6. Alexander Sabo, P7. Greg Landry finishing P8. Very nicely done. Darren Montes, P9. We're gonna jump to Victor Sabo, who is off on track, unfortunately. Darren Herrera across the finish line at P10. Jonathan Kelly crossed it at P11. Kevin Alexander crossing it in P12. I'm sorry if I mix yours and Alexander Sabo's name mixed up. You guys are both Alexanders and it's confusing me. Victor Sabo though. Where is he? Did he run out of gas? Can someone just push him to the finish line? Be sportsmanship like. No way, Chris Unfair though. Wait. Okay, yeah, Chris Unfair finished P14. Douglas Fornish, P15, Justin Fry, P16. Kyle Busch is still in the pits. He's gonna finish P17. I don't know. I don't think he will be able to finish. Victor Sabo. No, either he blew his engine, which is super unfortunate, or he just ran out of fuel, which is also equally as unfortunate. We do have one driver still left on the track. This is Douglas Furnish. He's going to complete his lap and claim P15. A good opportunity to jump in the hot seat with him and check out his lap. Well, you guys enjoy the sweet Aston Martin things. You guys didn't see that wall crash? I think Furnish knows that he's in the hot seat, that we have him in the limelight. He's probably getting nervous. He's driving a little bit sporadically. Nonetheless, though, that wasn't too bad going up and down the mountain. I know I've seen way worse, because I've done way worse. I've totally smashed into walls. Unfortunately. Wait. Oh no. One of the drivers already went to the pits. I was gonna say Douglas Furnish could have pushed him to the finish line. That would have been an epic photo finish right there. Douglas Furnish finishing. Well, my screen is P14 now, but as in reality is P15. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I see it on the screen. Victor Sabo out of gas. He ran out of gas. That sucks. 100%. Well, before I leave, if you'd like to join us, I will go ahead and show you guys one more time. Even though you probably already know. This is the 5fi-racing.com website. That's 5, the number 5, fi-racing.com. You plug that into the URL, it loads up this beautiful website. If you'd like to join us on Discord, click on Discord. Here's Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, Reddit. If you'd like to join us though, click on SimGrid. Once you do that, we are in Founders League Season 7. You go to the top right here and hit register. Once you hit register, excuse me, you'll select either gold or silver. Usually, depending on your ranking, you'll be able to join a certain class. As you can see, I'm actually physically clicking on silver and it won't let me join, so it'll only let me join gold, because that's what it puts me in. Select your car, select your car number, select your team if you have one. If you don't, just leave it blank. It's not even a worry. Select all the Discord reminders. Well, not necessarily unless you want to get bombarded. Agree and register. I will not register though, because I am hosting the streams. Nonetheless though, since I have you here, our next race, our round 3, is 60 minutes in Spa. So you do not want to miss this. Going up El Rouge is going to be a wild experience. Especially if we sit in the hot seat with Ross O'Connor or Albert Tranchisi, who are fast guys, or any one of our other drivers. Though it'll be interesting to see how they take Eau Rouge. Well, I hope you guys have had a fantastic day, night. Hope you enjoyed your stream. And I'll see you guys another day. Have a good night. Or good day. Good everything. See you guys later. Bye-bye.